All right, so you've clicked on this video. I'm gonna assume that you have a Zoom H6 or you are looking to purchase a Zoom H6. This will be the video where I show you my solution to the Timecode Zoom H6 problem that I've had up until this point. And it looks like this. Yeah, so let's break this down. All right, cool. We have our Zoom H6 here. Let's start breaking this down. Or I guess before we break it down, I can kind of explain what we have going on here. So on the first channel of the Zoom H6, we have the Tentacle Mkii with a 3.5 millimeter to XLR, male XLR jack going into, that channel 1 or track 1 of the Zoom H6. And on the right side, I have my DJI wireless microphone system. I just have a 3.5 millimeter to split 1/4 inch barrel jacks. Those are going into tracks 3 and 4. And one thing that I don't have attached right now that I might have if I was doing like an interview or I just needed another source of audio that wasn't this DJI wireless system, you could have a shotgun mic going into channel 2. So you would have essentially 3 sources of audio. So you'd have your left and right channels. Can you see that? Yeah, left and right. DJI mics going into 3 and 4. And then you could plug in your boom or shotgun mic into 2. And then for me in particular, just the way I have this set up, track 1 will always be my time code. Plan on getting like a sticker or something to put on here just so if I have like a PA or something like that, they will always know to plug in the Tentacle sync or time code into track 1. I think one thing to go over should also be noted for the menu system of the Zoom when you want to monitor your audio is you want to go into your menu settings. So click menu on the side, you go to your input output, click into it, and then you want to go to your monitor mixer. And from here, you can, it'll allow you to switch between all of the tracks for your mixer. And you're gonna wanna mute whatever track you decide to put your Tentacle sync on, you're gonna wanna mute that. So, I'm gonna go to level 1. I already muted mine, but you click into it and you can essentially just drag it all the way down, take it all the way down until it's on mute. And that way you won't be hearing the Tentacle sync's time code. If you're familiar with time code, if you're unfamiliar with time code, it creates a very abrasive sound, kind of like a old internet dial-up. So what are we doing now? I guess we are breaking down this rig. I'm gonna turn the Zoom H6 off. I think that kind of covers it. If you have any questions regarding kind of like the breakdown of the time code into the Zoom H6 and the menu settings, you can leave a comment in the comment section, and if I have the answers or if I can help, we can definitely get into that. But let's see, put it right here. Does that work? Yeah. This is pretty much the rig. So I guess we could break it down. Yeah, obviously you're gonna need a Zoom H6 for this setup, for this particular rig. On the back here, I have this Peak Design. Essentially it's like an Arca Swiss plate made by Peak Design, but you can replace this with any Arca Swiss compatible plate or quick release system that you like. This is just the one that I had. The base plate, this 15 millimeter rod base plate that we have, it's going to be, it's by Nicey Rig. I think you can find it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. On top of that, I have this small rig Arca Swiss quick release plate. We have just some 15 millimeter rods. I think this is like 4 inches. So I have this Camvate or CAMVATE 15 millimeter rod to cold shoe accessory. Then on the back here, we have the Condor Blue mini lock quick release system. And that is for our Tentacle sync. So Condor Blue makes this time code cage, which has a mini lock connection on the back, and it just slides in, boop. And we're able to lock it in. It's not going anywhere, And on the back here, we have just another, if I wanted to put it on a tabletop tripod setup, I can do that with like a ball head. That's what that's for. But primarily when I'm using this whole system, what do I have? I think I have one over here. Yes, I do. I'll be using something like this, like a small rig clamp. And I'll probably like have this on like my main tripod. I'll have this kind of clamped on, and then this guy right here, I'll usually screw in. I'll have this, okay. Yeah, so have it like this, we can see. And then this will be attached to whatever tripod that I have. And then this will be hanging off and whole setup right at your fingertips. Yeah, so that is that's gonna be these guys taken care of. Moving on to some of the cables, you're definitely gonna need, if you're running a 2 lav or 2 receiver or 2 transmitter wireless system, having a splitter cable is great. So it's gonna be a 3.5 TRS millimeter jack that would go into your output, and then you'll have your mono 1/4 inch jacks for left and right signals that will go into your left and right channels or your separate channels on your Zoom H6. So definitely gonna need one of those. For the timecode, all you need is a 3.5 millimeter jack to a male XLR cable, or I think you can also do 3.5 millimeter TRS to mono 1/4 inch jack, so one of these guys. So instead of having these 2 splitters, you'll just have 1-to-1. I assume that'll work as well. Not sure, don't quote me on that, but these are all just things that I've had laying around to be utilized. So this is my setup and the system that works for me. And then we have like the Velcro tie, which, you know what? I think that's the utility for this second rod on the side, because I like cable management. It allows me to just like feed this through and manage some cables. So with that being said, we've broken this all down. Let's try to rig it back up from scratch and see what that looks like. So I think for me, the first thing I do is I take my Zoom, pop it on to the quick release plate, all the way to the tippy top. That's locked in there, really, really nice. Then I'll probably take my Tentacle sync Mark II, bam, that's locked in there as well. See if we can see that. Cool. It's not going anywhere. Very nice. From there, I would probably just start connecting things as well. So got my 3.5 millimeter jack into the Tentacle sync, and then the XLR male into the track 1. Then I have this Velcro right here, just so it stays in place and it's not kind of like flailing out at all. Nice. So nice and compact. That's not going anywhere. And then I will have my DJI wireless system. You can replace this with a Rode wireless system, whatever wireless system that has a cold shoe mount. That's what this cold shoe on the right is for. So I'll slide that in there. It's very tight. It's not going anywhere. And from there, I will plug in my 2 mono channels, track 3 and track 4. That's right there. Plug in the 3.5 millimeter jack into the output of the DJI wireless system. And this guy, with a little bit of tension, without breaking any connectors or connection ports, kind of just fits right here. From there, yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we can start a dialogue. If you have a rig of your own, I'd love to see what that looks like as well. After all the research that I've done and all the components that I've just had like laying around, this is what I pieced together. But I dig it, man. I'm also a sucker for aesthetics, and this is a nice, beefy, beautiful little piece of kit. So yeah, till next time, guys, that's what we got. See you on the next one. Peace.